Caledonians, they would be told to play the same way that they played in the first half here. And of course, Pio Bacco, who's been all over the pitch in this first half here, he will be the one that again will be the engine for the engine room here. And of course, the captain, Sisa Zeolau, also unsung hero in this game so far, but doing his job as a captain.
Yes, and I believe Solomon Islands probably will try and attack on this second half, especially the starting few minutes. But for this man here and the screen here, it's all about managing the game here, and we'll see how they come back strong here. They are leading 2 goals here. Still, we know football, that's a fragile score, Raymond.
It is a very fragile score, 2 goals to 1. And Solomon, well, they need to have the intensity and pressing football. They need to press the New Caledonians. You see, when they pressed the New Caledonians in the latter part of the first half, the New Caledonians were making mistakes, which we didn't see early, which the New Caledonians were allowed to do easily in the first half, because the early part, Solomons were not putting press football onto them.
Yes, and that's the man here who has been excellent in form, Rocky Naiken. Haven't been too much pressed by the Solomon attackers, I have to say, but will the second half turn out to be a challenging one for him? It will depend on the Solomon Islands attack, and that's the goal scorer for Solomon Islands there, John Orobulu, who has made a significant appearance in the local league here to kick off things.
We haven't seen any changes, so it's the same side.
New Caledonia 2, Solomon Islands 1. Game on, second half. Can we see something from Solomon Islands? Alan Peter to Philip Mango. Back to Javin Alec. Tries to find Calvin. Not a good early touch there by Calvin, resulting in a free kick for New Caledonia, deep inside the Solomon Islands half. New Caledonia look to probably manage their score, or maybe get one in the early stage here. Short ball to the number 9, Waya. Again, New Caledonia, good lunging tackle there by Joseph Nawo. John Orobulu brings up the play, flew halfway, wins a foul in the process.
Yeah, he was stopped.
Solomon Islands with a quick restart. Builds a play, Michael Alafa, Joseph Nawo on his left. Decides to drive in, goes past 2, brought down. The referee signals not a foul. Now, New Caledonia through their fast man up front. The number 9 here beats Calvin easily, tries to go past.
That's a goal scorer, Luis Waya.
Comas, he couldn't get it, and he wins a corner here. Good for New Caledonia in the early stage.
The equal top goal scorer with John Arubulu from the Solomon Islands.
So New Caledonia now with a corner kick here, and Solomon Islands are feeling the pressure here already.
This is the 5th corner kick for New Caledonia in this match.
We're just 1 minute into the game, approaching 2 minutes, and New Caledonia already showing some form of pressure on Solomon Islands. Can this be their 3rd goal? Ball comes in the 18-yard box. Philip Mango safely taking, well, now Joseph Nawo set up play here. Goes for the long pass, trying to find Jordan Orobulu. Kens the defender well, not so much on the second ball. A long one here from New Caledonia. Drops into the Mango's territory. He plays it out to Alan Peter, to David Super. Builds a play halfway in their own half. Tries to find Rafael Leai. Managed to do so. John Orobulu turns and loses it, but a early foul on Rafael was called back. The man in charge here, Norbert Huata, decides this is a foul.
Morgan Methlon, an experienced midfielder, knowing just what to do to stop the Solomon attack.
A goal from Solomon Islands would definitely put them back on strong momentum to try and go and find another. So New Caledonia Can they defend the set piece? Good ball here from Micah. Just now a check, trying to go for a shot there, couldn't do so. And a ball coming. John Orobuli lurking on the corner here, inside the middle. But good defense by New Caledonia. Fonji Ranchain.
Second corner kick for this game so far.
A sign of attack here. John Orobulu probably goes first, but then comes back on side. But good defense there by New Caledonia. Can Solomon Islands get something out of this corner kick? You can tell by the wind. A good ball coming in the 18-yard box. Calvin rising up to it. Couldn't get to it. Michael Lealafa collects the ball. Decides to, probably try to find the pass here. Oh, not a good pass here by Micah. Luckily, Alan Peter was close by. And long ball back here by Bako of New Caledonia. A throw deep inside their own half. William Rockwood goes for a long one here. Michael Elafa turns it back, tries to find John Orobulu. And calls for a handball. The referee decides to ignore the call. And Alan Peter lets the ball drop. Not a good one here. The counter attack from New Caledonia, and also unnecessary foul here by Solomon Islands. Alan Peter on Louis Waya. This is dangerous here. Solomon Islands need to watch out for this one. Set piece is what it takes for New Caledonia to get back. We'll have a look at the replay here. Look at the defense here. Just unnecessary.
Yeah, the right foot bringing him down.
Should have just put pressure and shown him back to David Super. Now a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Captain Caesar Zola is inside the box. Good header of a ball. The player definitely knows how to steer the ball well. So if this one goes to his head, it could be dangerous here. New Caledonia Bako here delivers, and instead of a New Caledonian head, that's Solomon Islands head, Micah, and a corner kick for New Caledonia. The back post here is still empty. That's good to see. Rafael Le'ai decides to occupy Bako of New Caledonia. Can he be the one to deliver a good ball in for a goal here, perhaps, for New Caledonia? Ball comes in the 18-yard box, going over, and no one's there. Probably the closest was Jean Zakis Katrawa, but Philip Mango just watches as the ball goes out. He will restart the game from a goal kick. Solomon Islands again to build play from the back. Javin Alik back to Philip Mango. Over to Alan Peter. Builds play to David Super. Goes past one, but then wins a throw in the process. Again, they're still in their own half, the Solomon Islands team. David Super here tries to find Rafael Le'ai. He turns, but then William Rockwood fouls him as well. Solomon Islands have a free kick just outside of their coaching area. They go for a quick start here. And again, not a good ball here by Komasi. Expected much from him. Hasn't delivered.
Yeah, William's given away a lot of possession today here and from midfield here, and that's allowed the New Caledonians to counter-attack and build up here. And you know, William needs to improve on his the percentage rate of passes across here, and that's causing the lack of firepower up front for the Solomon Islands. They all depend on William with his through passes, and it's not happening. Another mistake by him on that occasion.
And again, Solomon Islands loses the ball. It's New Caledonia here. And light foul here by David Super on the captain, Caesar Zula. Experienced captain here, leading his team by example. Speaking of experience, Morgan Macedonia. And interesting to see, no one's picking up Bako here. Lucky for Solomon Islands, he didn't capitalize on that one. There was one defender for Solomon Islands against 2 attackers from New Caledonia, Raymond.
Yeah, Bako has been dangerous for New Caledonia. We saw that in the semi-finals, and again here, he's floating everywhere. And the Solomons are giving him liberty to move, and you don't do that with a midfielder of that caliber, Pierre Bako, for the New Caledonian side. Let's see what see again, wasted possession, giving Rafa not much room to move. He wants the ball at his feet. That's not happening so far in this second half.
And so New Caledonia have a throw deep inside Solomon Islands half. They build play through their number 9, Luis Waya. Almost close to the description that we always gave him, live wire. He's going to be handy here as New Caledonia through William Rokud. Long one into the 18-yard box. Good header there by the number 9. Alan Peter clears it. Not too far. Rafa Le'ai picks it back up. But then New Caledonia again. Alan Peter almost miscued this one, and New Caledonians are through. Philip Mango saves. The Solomon players seem to be confused on that occasion. Luckily, Philip Mango did his job well. Now Malon looked to set play here, tries to find Rafa, couldn't do so. New Caledonia again builds up play from the center circle. Finds their captain again to Mathilon. Long one ever Bako. Oh, New Caledonia are playing tiki-taka here. And Solomon Islands, they need to get back into this game. They need to find their composure. Solomon Islands still with the ball. Calvin Hoasia running. Joseph Nawa is just in front of him. And not a good ball again. Joseph Nawa collects. Goes back to find Komasi. Drives it in. Not a good pass. And limping there. But then New Caledonia quickly on attack. Javin Alec to David Super. Halfway. The referee decides to call it up for
injury to Solomon's William Komasi on that far side. So they'll go across to have a look at him. But again, mistakes by Solomons. But New Caledonians look good, don't they? They've got the wind with them, and the control up front, the experience. He probably kicked into the ground, William Komasi. You can see his right foot kicked into the ground, painful a bit.
When Fonji Ranchain probably dropped down, he dropped on his ankle. An accident, not intentional. But those little pain, it hurts a lot. Especially when you're trailing two goals as well, by 1 goal in fact. It does hurt to be a Solomon Island player. But there we see the flag from passionate Solomon Islanders here.
The Solomons got Bobby Leslie on the bench. He's a good substitution if they're looking at some firepower to get a player that's get the team going. Bobby Leslie, we've seen him. He's on the bench here for the Solomon Islands here today. The referee will restart. Then William Komasi will come back on.
Solomon Islands through Rafael, probably the player they want to see him with the ball. He goes back to Malon. Malon checks, and not a good pass here by Malon.
I thought he was passing to the referee for a while, Malon.
And these missed passes seem to be the talk of the hour so far. Solomon Islands need to get themselves together here, especially their passes. Alan Peter decides to go back to goalkeeper. New Caledonia slowly creeping up through Bako. Komasi beats 2 players. Now he goes for the drive. No one's there. He's asking. Malon needs to get the ball out. Managed to do so. It's David Super here. Not a good ball here by David Super. Very easy and light-weighted pass as New Caledonia. 3 men against 5. Looking for a long one here. They see Philip Mango coming off his lines. And Solomon Islands, they definitely need to get their passes sorted out here, Raymond.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes again. I thought that cut out the mistakes here, giving possession back to New Caledonia. And you see New Caledonia again doing what they did in the first half here. They're laying off. They're laying off and waiting for the mistakes to come, and they come in with a counter-attack here. They have the numbers when they come with a counter-attack, the New Caledonians.
And rightfully said, the Solomon Islands, they need to be more clinical and crisp with their passes. They have the potential to put pressure here, but can they do it? That's the question here. Rafael tends one, goes past the other, and wins a foul in the process. It's Morgan Mathalon here. The referee calls him out.
Morgan Mathalon, the number 7 for the
New Caledonia side.
For the New Caledonians. Chopped him really down bad. So substitution for the Solomon side.
The Clouds decides to hide the raging sun here, Raymond. So we have a good day under the clouds here. That's one of the top players in the Solomon side as well. Atkin Kawa, who's replacing William Komasi.
I thought it's Atkins Kawa, number 6 for the Solomons. We apologize for the wrong name earlier on. So it's Atkins Kawa taking the kick quickly.
Here. First ball in and almost resulting in a goal for Solomon Islands. Again, New Caledonia building up attack here. 1 against 3 players. Solomon Islands taking the ball back and a throw deep inside their own half for New Caledonia against Solomon. As this time of the game where Solomon Islands need to put themselves together here, get themselves together and try and see out a possible way of equalizing here. The earlier you equalize, the better you get into the game and probably settle nerves. As you can see, New Caledonia, they know what's at stake. They'll try and manage the game, and whenever they got an opportunity, I can bet on it, they'll take it. Definitely they'll take it. Well, Solomon Islands through David Supa. Long ball back, not a good ball here.
The crowd not loving it. They're opting to play backward. I'm not quite sure why they want to do that. They need the goal. They need to move forward.
In fact, Leon Kofana is introduced as well. Here's Leon here. Leon tries to... Probably Solomon Islands has opted to find a distributor from the back and the likes of Leon, but the first pass from him wasn't good enough. Few more substitution. In fact, it's a water break here. There you see Stanley Whiter, the assistant coach. A good time for the coaches, respective coaches, to get into the players, tell them what's the instruction that we needed you to do. For the Solomon Islands, it's about getting back on the score here and trying to go one more further. For the New Caledonia, it's about managing the game here. You can see through the assistant coach, he's trying to say we need to sit back and wait it for their mistakes, and then we capitalize on a counter-attack. And that's what they've been doing early in the second half. Solomon Islands seem to be falling inside that trap. Those missed passes by Solomon Islands team has resulted in New Caledonia almost scoring. Can we see an influence from this man, the number 6, Atkin Kawa, and the newly introduced...
There's been 2 changes, yes. Leon Kafana has also come on.
Can we see Leon Kofana pulling his strings here? There's a player well known for his long passes. So interesting to see Felipe Arongo decided to put him in. Both teams equally contesting so far, with New Caledonia having advantage on 1 goal here over Solomon Islands. Throw deep inside their own half, the New Caledonian start. Again, aerial ball, they're winning it. Solomon Islands, Leon Kofana finds Philip Mango, and just like that, almost steps over the ball. They build a play through Javin Alik. He checks 2 players he managed to beat here. Rafael trying to creep past the defender William Rockwood of New Caledonia, couldn't do so, and he got the ball deep inside the New Caledonian half. Atkinkawa checks again, decides to go long, and a bad pass by Atkinkawa here, and New Caledonia now counter-attack. Luckily, Javin Alik there to Philip Mango. Philip Mango finds Leon Kofana. Leon Kofana brings the game, looks to find Michael Yalafa to Rafael Leai, and offside here. Should have taken it further. Micah should have been used as the bait here, because he pulls the defense. And someone like Rafael Leai, I thought he was going to go for it. And look at the space here.
Yeah, it was miles offside. But yeah, he needed to walk it in rather than play it onto him. It's all simple thinking in front of the goal mouth here. But again, the Solomon defenders are playing on Sol City live electricity. They're going to get shocked the way they're pushing it about there.
Especially from the goalkeeper himself.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Solomon Islands can learn a few things from a couple of minutes here, and probably better there themselves as they build a play through. The captain, Joseph Nawo, decides to go past one, brings up play here. He decides to say, I'm going to be the one commanding the ball here. And probably communication breakdown between both teams. Here is a result of what's happening. David Super goes back to Leon Kofana. Oh, and a foul here.
Here, Bako.
On Leon Kofana. Both players decide to ignore what just happened.
Gerard Waya for the New Caledonians to come in.
Solomon Islands here.
Shanwele Pene off.
A goal for Solomon Islands will definitely get things back underway. Calvin Oasia, Justice now attends, brings it up. There's numbers in the box, gives it out here. Rafael Ayam decides to head it back. John Orabulu comes up high, but again, good save here by Rocky Naikene. Is experienced enough to know when to come out, when to just see off pressure. Solomon Islands again collects play. Atkinkawa to Joseph Nawo. He's been alive here, Joseph Nawo. He's got the experience, this man here. And can his fellow teammates play up to what he's got here. New Caledonia pressured on their lines.
And this is what I was saying, Alex. They need to pressure them, so press football. And you look at the way they're putting pressure on the New Caledonians. They're making that mistake, the New Caledonians. So they haven't been doing that, but they're doing it now here. They need to do more of it in this game than the Solomon side.
Yes, and Michael Eleva has been leading that. He has shifted forward to allow Leon Kofana and Atkinkawa to manage the middle here. Leon Kofana with a header back into the New Caledonian half. John Orobule tries to chase things down. A good turn here by the captain, Caesar Zula. Still with the ball. David Super pressing him as well. And New Caledonia putting pressure on Solomon Islands in their own half. And a throw deep inside the Solomon Islands half. Solomon defense need to be on their toes here. Still New Caledonia have more space. They have not been pressed out. They got a 10 here from their danger man. Ball comes up and Philip Mango saves. Not impressive at all, the defense here from the Solomon Island side. But Joseph Nawo is on his back again. He checks, gives it back. Oh, not a good ball here. And New Caledonia through their number 9. They're building play. Here's the newly substitution. He checks, he's gone for a shot here. Blocked again. David Super of Solomon Islands to Atkinkawa. Building ball in the middle. The ball seemed to be just glued to their feet here. And I wonder what's happening. But now Solomon Islands through Micah Lelafa. He comes up, he checks, and he goes long to find Rafael Leai. Probably couldn't get to him. New Caledonia again with the ball in the middle of the field. Leon Kofana challenges well. Still New Caledonia builds up play from the middle. It's Mathelon here. Oh, clever ball in here for Mathelon. And a shot coming in over the bar. Solomon Islands definitely needs to find crisper and cleaner passes here. They've been caught off guard again. And credits to New Caledonia. They have been in this game. They kept their management well and they just stick to their game plan. It could be New Caledonia scoring again here. We'll have to see here as Solomon Islands again. Trying to build up play through Michael Elafa. Couldn't do so. Close call here. Oh, almost taken by Akinkawa. Long one here from the New Caledonian captain. I think they probably see the goalkeeper, Philip Mango, coming up.
Yeah, they see him coming off his line very often, and they're going to try one from anywhere, and replacement Gerard Waya or saw that opportunity also. So again, you'll hear the disappointment of the crowd that Solomons are not looking to move forward.
Javin Alec with the audacious run. Pass, not just the final pass isn't good enough. Same mistake by almost all of the players here. He's done his job. He's beaten almost 4 players. Then the final pass is the one letting them down here. Rafa to David Supa. Outside the 18-yard box. Looks to find his player. Rafa here probably tried to collect. Couldn't do so. New Caledonia goes for a long one here. Alan Peter again wins the ball back. The number 3 for Solomons. Leon Kofana turns. Michael Elafa in the middle pack. Goes to Atinkawa. Sets up Rafael Leai. He tries and turn. And then he's go again. He's going to shoot from here. It's a goal. It's a brilliant goal by number 13, John Orabulu. And none other than Rafael Leai is the one who assisted this one. Raymond, your thoughts?
Yeah, good work by Solomons. And I said they needed to get their passes correct here. And Rafael Leai inside the box, where what he does best inside the box, and laying it on here, following through. Lovely work by the youngster Rafael Leai. But when we will look at that, the touches, this is what Solomons is known for, aren't they? Look at that 1-2 touches here. Atkins Kawa starting it, and then across Rafa, following through again, and touching it on again. It's that man, John Aribulu.
Just look at how clever he is, Raymond.
Yeah.
See, look at John. He's standing, he's watching.
He's watching and he's following through. That's what a good striker does. And John Aribulu makes it 2-2 here. And he gets his second goal. And of course, goes on to the top goal scorer of this tournament so far. No offside at all. Correctly done by John Aribulu. What a game we got now here. New Caledonia 2, Solomons 2.
What a game indeed. And especially the fans, they loving it. And so New Caledonia probably have to change their game style a bit here. Now they're not leading anymore. Can Solomon Islands find?
But if not, Solomons get their passing work together, they are dangerous. And you can see that if they cut out the mistakes when they get the ball flowing and in midfield, that made it difficult for the New Caledonia. They should keep the pressure on them now again, pushing it about the similar way. They shouldn't go backwards again. Like that one.
Almost caught Philip Mango off guard here. And Solomon Islands, they need to be settled in the game. But players like this man here, he needs to be the one influencing in the game. And we've seen it from Michael Elafa. He's the one who started the attack here. Solomon Islands through their back. Philip Mango through to Alan Peter. Back to Leon Kofana. Goes for a long one here. It's Rafael Leai mounting up here, trying to get to that ball here. It's John Orobulu now. He turns, he checks, he looks, he goes to find Atinkawa. Atinkawa just decides to play the ball through the defender, but not a successful one as New Caledonia builds play. Bako here, good ball here, but Alan Peter to collect. Not a good clearance from him. New Caledonia now been building up attack in Solomon Islands half, just outside the 18th box. Leon Kofana watches closely. Good ball in the 18th box. The number 9 turns. Joseph Nawa goes for a clearance. Still again. New Caledonia here. Bako goes for a shot. And not a good one from him, but still you can tell New Caledonia, they got something up their sleeves they need to give here. Solomon Islands are finding themselves caught up. Look
This
at
is
the
a
shot.
shot by New Caledonia. They build up again. Bit of lapse of concentration again by Solomons, but yeah, now we're seeing the Solomons that we know.
As Solomon Islands again losing ball to New Caledonia, deep inside their own half. The New Caledonia now building play here. Good work there by Michael Lelafa. Speaking of walk rate, that's what it takes if you're passionate enough as a footballer for your country.
That's what I meant earlier on. If they pressure them, and now you can see they're doing them, they are bound to make a mistake. And Vincent Vake, the experienced central defender, making that mistake. That's what Solomons need to do. Put pressure football on New Caledonia.
Now, New Caledonia feeling the pressure here. Solomon Islands probably realizing that they definitely need to turn on the game here. Again, not a good ball here by New Caledonia. Clearance here. John Orobunu tries to intercept. Long, higher one here by New Caledonia back into the Solomon Islands half. Alan Peter probably comes up too much here. David Super beaten easily here. It's the captain here. Tries to go for a long, high aerial ball here. Couldn't do so. Still, New Caledonia on the attack here. Alan Peter almost beaten here. And probably a dramatic fall there by the New Caledonian Gerard Wire. For a moment, I thought Alan Peter was going to be beaten.
Good
The Solomon
acting done by Waya.
The Solomon Warriors defender playing really well at the back here for Solomons. And again, Philip Mango. I'm a little bit concerned here with the passes here, but can Solomon Islands now make the most out of these chances? Atkin Kawa still gets the ball back to Calvin Overseer. Back to Atkin. Back to Jevin Alec. Goes to Alan Peter. Over to David Super. And tries to go past one. Not a good ball by David Super. Joseph now is everywhere. This player, he's trying to cover the yards here. And Alan Peter again collects the ball well. David Super to Joseph Nawo. And
yeah, since Edwin Kawa has come in, he's changed the midfield formation and he's put some stability in the Solomon midfield since Atkins and Lennon Kofana. Their solid work here has really changed the games around for the Solomon side here. This as it's a water break here now in the 76th minute.
Look at the colors here from Solomon Islands supporters. This is a time where the coaches probably have to give a different instruction, especially with both teams on 2 goals. And you can see the Spaniard here, the head coach for Solomon Islands, Felipe Arongo Alonso, is getting the players to make more positive passes and probably try and close the loopholes, as well as make less mistakes here. That could probably be the biggest talk here by the coaches. And for the New Caledonia, it's about getting back to that momentum where they can capitalize on the mistakes here. Interesting game so far, Raymond.
Yeah, but the Solomons have the upper hand now with that second goal. It's always in football when you score from being behind and then coming to equalize, you have that second breath to at least put pressure. But it's good to see that Solomon's mistakes are cutting down. They are getting their passes and away correctly, needing to push a bit more up front in attack to give Rafael Lea some support because he's the danger man. He draws 2 people. Every time he has a touch, 2 New Caledonians come close by to him. So they should be capitalizing on that space that is created by him.
Definitely, as we look to see what will New Caledonia do, what will Solomon Islands do, especially as we have a restart from the water break here. Solomon Islands to start from Philip Mango to Jevin Wyatt. Joseph Nawo seems to be the free-flowing player here. He's everywhere, working as hard as he can. Solomon Islands through Joseph Nawa, brings up play in the middle here. He runs, tried to go past one, couldn't do so, yet managed to keep the ball to Micah. Micah for the first time here tries to find John Orobulu, couldn't do so. Akinkawa collects here, goes again, still loses the ball out. New Caledonia through Mathelon finds his player here to go from the side. Calvin Oasio equally up to it. Both teams seem to probably put on an extra gear here. They know they are the 80th minute coming up soon, so a goal by any of them could definitely set the pace of the game even further. Solomon Islands intercepts. John Brulio builds it up to Leon Kofana. He tries to go for the space here for Rafa. Not a good ball. And the danger man here is Rafa Leai. He's been lurking. Sometimes you think he's not in the game, but he's at the special spots where a good ball from the midfielders will definitely pick him out. Goalkeeper. Again, Solomon Islands built from the back. Good defense by New Caledonia. Slow things down here. We had to see a lot from Pierre Bako, the influential New Caledonia midfielder. He's gone missing in the last couple of minutes here. For me, he's the one to turn things around for New Caledonia if there's going to be a player there. But he hasn't been involved much lately. As Solomon Islands again through Jevin Alec. Looks to find player, Justice Nawo on his side. Nawo checks. Not a good ball by Nawo, losing it out to the fast number 9 for New Caledonia, Luis Waya. He could be crucial here. Mathelon goes for a long one here. No New Caledonian except for the number 17 here. It's Jean Jacques Katrawa against David Super, but David Super coming on top on that battle. New Caledonia seem to move forward and press Solomons a little bit. Solomon Islands again trailing for attack here. It's New Caledonia now through their captain outside the 18-yard box, checks, fails, and go for another check here. Good timely defense here by Leon Kofana. Akinkawa to Joseph Nawo, decides to go long here. It's John Orobuli. He goes back to Akinkawa and then loses it. New Caledonia through this man here, Bako. He's the one who's been missing for a bit. They've been springing passes here. Oh, not a good one here by the midfielder. Probably should have been a better pass by him, but still New Caledonia looking dangerous in the 80-yard box. Swings it in. Good save by Philip Mango. Again, both teams seem to just lose energy a little bit here.
Oh yeah, great work by Philip Mango, who's been asleep for most of the, so to say here. He woke up with that great save, but New Caledonians again getting back on top of their game here and bringing the attack here. So the shape of the Solomon defense again looking poor. You look at this, this is the miss here, but the great save by Philip Mango, but the space in the middle here by the left free for the New Caledonians.
And again, Solomon Islands defense asking questions themselves. As they bring up play here through Akinkawa, tries to go past one, just try to flick it over. Couldn't do so, but wins the throw. Solomon Islands throw deep inside their own half. Both sides exchanging attacks. So far, it's New Caledonia look more dangerous here. Leon Kofana decides to drop it up in the back here. And Solomon Islands again collects through Akinkawa, finds Michael Elafa, probably a little late on that pass by John Orobulu. Micah has already committed there. Now build up play through Fonji Ranchain. Finds Caesar, the captain's game here. Now again, Caesar, not a good one. Good delivery here by Caesar, again to nobody there. The sun here, the heat here probably plays a role in slowing down play here too. But Solomon Islands, they need to go forward if they are to trouble New Caledonia further. David Supa plays Akinkawa. Akinkawa now looks, checks. Can he find one of the players here? He decides to go in the middle here. No one's there. Then he goes for a long one to Micah Lealafa. He has one play here. Can he beat the player? He brings it back to Calvin Oasia. And miscommunication between John Orobulu, but a foul here.
Yeah, a foul, pull back, a foul. A good position for the Solomon Islands team. Being questioned by Fonzie Renchain. So foul on Calvin Asio, but it was a good run. That was the challenge. Referee pulls play back. A good opportunity for Mika Leafa.
Can this man make that important goal for Solomon Islands?
Can he bring the glory?
The stage is set. The crowd is here. Even the defenders are here.
83 minutes.
Stage is set. The crowd is here. Even the defenders are here.
83 minutes. Counting down towards the end of this match and the added time.
This could be the story to write for Micah Lealafa. He's got the set here. Micah goes for it and over the bar.
Too much power in his body position, not looking good. Lifted, tilted a bit back. And when you tilt it a bit back, the ball will naturally lift up here like a rugby conversion by a rugby player.
And a goal kick to be taken by Rocky Naikin. You can tell by the look of the players, the heat on the ground has taken toll on them. But they have a few more minutes to go, and both of them are locked at 2-2.
Well, the situation is if they do end in a draw at the mandatory time of the football, it'll go into extra time. It'll be 15 minutes aside. And if we still don't have a result there, it'll go to the dreaded penalty shootout.
And so, probably preferable by any of the teams to win the game in normal time. But we'll have to see here as the throw been called back. Solomon fans here eager for a goal from their players, as well as the New Caledonian side as well.
There's an injury here for the captain, Rosos Nawo. He's done a lot of running here today.
I think he will definitely give way here. He's already signaling to the bench.
It's his ankle. It's troubling him at the moment here. So yeah, with less than 5 minutes, with some added time to go here, it's certainly if Solomons are losing their captain. It's for the veteran. He finishes for this tournament here. So let's see who they're going to bring in.
I think they will opt to go for a midfielder here. Mollis Gagame, who we can see getting ready.
So Mollis Gangame, a good replacement to go on to the field for the captain.
Looking at the way this substitution is made, I think Solomon Islands opted to go for a balanced defensive and attacking side. Because Mollis is a more defensive midfielder who loves to keep the ball. Now Solomon Islands again with the ball. David Super to Rafael Leai.
Oh, we've just got confirmation. There'll be no extra time.
Now Solomon Islands build up play and the attacking ball goes up high here. Rafael Leai jumps up here, tries to get onto it. A corner kick here.
So we've just got confirmation that it'll go straight to penalty shootout.
Close one here from Rafael Leai. Can Solomon Islands find something out of this set piece here? A corner kick here. Rafael decides to go short. Akinkawa still with the ball, drives it in the box, tries to win a foul here, couldn't do so. And again, a corner for Solomon Islands. Deep inside the New Caledonian side half. Can Rafael Leai deliver the ball that will result in a goal here? Sets up play, swings it in, low one here, running in, and Michael Alva, what a strike here. Again blocked, no one to follow up. And on the other end, that's the attack happening here. Alan Peter, Philip Mango decides to take it calm. Brings back play here, 2 minutes out from the full time. On what has been an equal affair. Much to Solomon Islands, a lot of mistakes. They decide to go back to Philip Mango. Philip Mango decides to go David Super here. Builds play, Rafa again, David Super. Now he finds Rafa Leai. And throw deep inside the New Caledonian half. Rafa Leai decides to go quick one, but then pulls it back.
Well, they're looking at Rafa here to use him.
New Caledonia again builds a play here. It's Atin Kawa who wins it back. Leon Kofana checks, decides to go on the outside, finds Michael Lealafa, plays it to Calvin Oasia. Calvin decides, checks, dances over the ball, decides to go for Micah. Early turn here. It's Rafael Leai here. Goes for acrobatic stuff here, but then
That's a good attempt. Good attempt.
Already been pulled for a foul here
by John Aribulu.
Solomon fans here still buzzing. They know what's at stake here. Look at the take by Rafael Leai.
Great shots, but unfortunately the free kick was given. But you can see now the New Caledonians are making mistake. 10 minutes of additional time here, still a long way to go. Solomon need to put that pressure that they've been putting on the New Caledonians.
And now New Caledonia have a foul. They have a free kick here. Can they capitalize on the set piece here? And 10 minutes of additional time, that's enough to get a goal here by both teams. And probably another equalizer, Raymond. Interesting additional 10 minutes time here.
Still a time to get a goal, a winner.
Set piece here for New Caledonia if it's successful. Good ball coming in, clearance there by Solomon Islands. It's Javin Alik here. He decides to chase down as well. New Caledonia got a throw deep inside the Solomon Islands half. Two players here in the screen who have been battling out respectively in the opposite corner. William Rockwood for New Caledonia to take this one. Ball comes in. Clearance here. Rafael picks it up. Decides to go for a long one. It's John Orabulu here. Finds himself just under the dropping or flying Fonji run chain. And John Orabulu is voicing out his innocence in this. There you see the injured Fonji Ranchain, who has been formidable and strong, solid defender for New Caledonia heading into this grand final. And equally, the man standing there, Michael Lealava for Solomon Islands, has been instrumental as well. But now it's the number 5 Fonji Ranchain who's down on the ground, receiving medical.
Well, he fell. There was no foul by the Solomon player.
As the New Caledonia team make use of the moment to get some water, rejuvenating themselves. We're 7 minutes out of the additional 10 minutes. Raymond, your thoughts here? What are we expecting in this last couple of
Solomon
minutes?
should still keep the formation that they've been going on attack here. There's a substitution now for Richard Kioana Tito 1, Richard 4, the New Caledonians. A youngster getting a break in the finals. Probably they're looking at the penalty. I'm not quite sure.
Yes, as we've confirmed, after the final whistle here, we'll definitely go straight into penalty shootout. And so both teams probably will need to save themselves a little bit. But it would be better to score here now than to put another pressure on. Long one from the goalkeeper here, Rocky. Sends the ball just outside the 18-yard box. Two Solomon defenders here. Not a good clearance here. Oh, and miscued here by Paco. This is the man I've been talking about who's been silent, Raymond.
Yeah, he could have been the winner for them, wouldn't he?
If he had gotten that one, that could be the change. And Michael Elafa brings play. Again, Michael Elafa checks, try to find Rafa, couldn't do so. Handball here from Atkin Kawa. I would assume New Caledonia probably opted to go for another long one here. They sure will. Intense match so far. Supporters have been kept on their seat, wishing probably majority for a Solomon goal here. But then there's the New Caledonia supporters up on the grandstand as well. And this man here, Rocky Naikin, will do the delivery. If it's successful, my oh my. Alan Peter here, it's the number 8 here for New Caledonia. And unfortunate tackle there, resulting in a penalty. Calvin Ohasio on, I think that's the captain.
Well, we'll have to have a look at it into injury time. Yeah, it's on Sisa Zeola.
And it's been called here. It's a penalty here.
Oh, he chopped him down, yeah.
Just the way the momentum he's gone into it, it's to me
needed to be calm. He
definitely
needed to be calm.
And
the captain himself will take the penalty.
Moment for the captain. But again, if Philip Mango saves this penalty, he would be remembered in the Solomon history. But this man here is the man of the hour, Cesar Zoela of New Caledonia. Comes in, sends the ball and saved by Philip Mango.
He's the hero. He's the hero, isn't he? Philip
He
Mango.
is the hero, Raymond. And much to the smiles of all Solomon supporters here. The players need to know the game is still on. Maybe one of them might handle the ball. John Orobulu turns, Atin Kawa brings up play. Turns again, checks, goes to find Micah far up there. Not an offside. Assistant decides it's play on. Michael Alafa dances with the ball, two-player to beat. Decides to try and not make play, couldn't do so. Again, he's being kept far outside. That's the man who misses here. Brings the ball back. Solomon Islands now have to walk their way here. Philip Mango again, from sleeping to be the hero here.
Hero
Raymond.
here, yeah.
Talk about fairy tales. This is one here. Leon Kofana checks, decides to go to John Orobuli. Finds Rafael Leai. Again, New Caledonia build up play. They win the ball back. Can they go on their own counter-attack? John Orobuli of Solomon Islands is down. Again, Calvin Hoasia, who's been saved by Philip Mango. Could have been the number one enemy there for Solomon supporters.
Yeah.
And the game has just taken us.
There.
New Caledonia, they got the chance to kill the game there, Raymond.
Injury here now, cold mounting, cramps.
John
Support for Solomon's getting louder and louder.
You can see from the screen the support here, waving the Solomon flag. they know that this is a closer opportunity at getting the goal that has eluded them for many times.
Yeah, John Arabulu, they'll be needing him if it comes to penalties. Javin Alik, still a minute and a half.
I think the referee decides to tell Javin Alik to go on the fast outside before coming back on, because he was being treated by the medical staff. We're less than 2 minutes away from what could be penalty shootout. To Molis Gagame, checks, decides to drive with the ball. Should have played Micah here. Not a good ball by Molis Gagame. New Caledonia on the counter attack through the captain. Ball comes in, 3 defenders, and not gonna get to the end of it.
Yeah, Bako can't quite get to it. We can see he's feeling the strain now when counting down to the 10th minute mark of the added time of the 90 minutes here today.
Solomon Islands, a goal here would definitely be memory for everyone, but then New Caledonia, they look very organized as well in their attack here. It's Alan Peter, brings up play, delays the ball, he needs to get back immediately. Now New Caledonia through Bako, goes for the first time, a long one here, no one's there to collect. We're seconds away from the end of this match. Alan Peter of Solomon Islands brings the play almost halfway, then decides to go long. John Orobulu, rather, tries and calls for a foul, not given. And Solomon Islands again through Calvin Oasio, plays it back to Philip Mango. Philip Mango decides to keep the ball. And for a moment everyone thought that's the end of the game. No, it's not the end of the game.
There's injuries.
That's the man in charge of the Solomon Islands national team, Felipe Arongo Alonso. And Javin's been nursing an injury earlier. And that's Stanley Whiter, one of the former national players. He's now the assistant coach.
Yeah, he played in Nandi in Fiji also, Stanley Whiter. Now we're a policeman here in Solomons.
Brilliant player in his prime days. He could have been useful in such situation like this, especially just commanding the midfield. But again, it's for this generation of footballers.
Clock comes back on to wear the time down.
Only a few seconds away here, but the referee has to decide here. Ball still on, and everyone's not happy with this one here. Calvin Oasio almost losing the ball out. New Caledonia.
Looking at Calvin Oasio, he could have lost that possession again. And he's in the woods today in the latter part, giving away a penalty, and that went, if that did go away, but is relieved with a whistle.
You can see from the bench here, everyone's eager, probably wondering what's going to happen next year. We're running 1 minute extra of the 10 minutes.
It's on the referee's clock now.
The Javin Alik is actually still limping, and already they've called for it. Not too pleased the way the supporters are urging. But Solomon Islands now, they have a chance here. Can they capitalize on it? It's Rafael Leai. He's brought down, he's still going outside the 18-yard box, and again another foul here. It's the double yellow cards here. A red card against Morgan Mathalon of New Caledonia. And
Yellow
the referee
card
decides
to Vincent Vake. So red card here and a yellow card.
Can
for the
Solomon
New
Islands
Caledonia
find something out of this?
Yeah, he needs to go away. He's got a red card.
listen to the boo from the crowd here. You don't want to be standing in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he's being booed off Morgan Method. He wanted to come back on to Mika, I think. Red card for the New Caledonian. And a yellow card to Vincent Varkey. Rafa getting charged. Rafa getting charged.
He's trying to set himself for a shot here, Rafa, but then fouled by Morgan Mathelon.
We still go into the referee's time. 2 minutes of added time. These fans are waiting. We wait here for the free kick just outside the box.
An addition between Michael Lealafa, Rafael Leai, and Atin Kawa. And listen to the chants around the National Stadium. It's go solo go. And everyone's with their phones ready as well to capture the moment. Could this be the moment for Solomon Islands?
Yeah, it'll be a dream come true. The referee calling the New Caledonians back, their defenders, their wall. Who will it be? You've got Mollis Gangame in the front. Have we? No, Atkins Kawa. And Rafa Lea.
Interesting. Rafa Lea goes for a shot. Oh, saved at the line.
Drove it well, didn't he?
That was a beautiful drive there by the Solomon Island superstar. What a save.
Good save
What
also
save.
for Rocky.
Let's look at the replay. What a save here by Rocky Naikin. And this match has just turned into an even...
Has had everything.
Definitely, as Leon Gofana of Solomon Islands. That's as well in the middle. Goes back to find Javin Y. Javin Y beats one player, checks up. And the referee has signaled that's the end of the 90th minute. Well, we went over 90 minutes. Now we'll be looking forward to the penalty shootout. It's New Caledonia 2, Solomon Islands 2. Here, the 2023 Pacific Games men's football final at the National Stadium.